Hi, this is Rupa Bhumik, presenting third chapter of Personality Development. Today I will discuss about developing the personality to face life. Personality development plays a vital role in facing life's challenges. Now a question arises, what is life? Life is the unfoldment and development of being under circumstances, tending to press it down. Everyone comes across many circumstances which tend to press down his or her growth, peace, and happiness in many ways. Of course, life in general consists of issues related to health, education, family, business, interpersonal relationship, and so on. In the process of encountering these, most people feel helpless or inadequate, and while some feel winners, a large number of them feel as victims of circumstances. In either case, there is an underlying feeling that life can be lived more effectively and made more meaningful. Next is diversities of life. Every one of us is born with certain biological baggage. Thanks to our parental inheritance, we are all predisposed to certain physical advantages and disadvantages. Some are prone to cold, some cannot withstand heat, some are of weak build and some strong. Some like sweets and some prefer sour items. Some are handsome and some not so handsome, and so on. In our life's journey, we experience good and bad, pleasant and unpleasant experiences. We enjoy rewards of favorable circumstances. We also encounter obstacles. Life thus moves in pairs of opposites, ups and downs, good and evil, freedom and bondage, success and failure, strong and weak, intelligent and stupid, appearance and reality, and so on. A massive collection of opposites. That is life, and we all respond to these in our own ways. But interestingly, while these polarities seem to make us upset and unhappy, they are not a problem with nature. Day and night, hot and cold, light and dark, nature too moves in pairs. But there is not a cry of pain and despair in it. It just moves, whereas most human beings cannot and do not live with opposites. They want only happiness, only sweetness, and only success. Hence, they spend their time in getting what they like and avoiding what they dislike. This sows seeds of conflict and dissent in us. Personality lies in how we act and react. Tired by our own reactions and to overcome our maze of conflicts, we need to learn to deal with the polarities of life. This means seeking an inner solution to life's challenges. We then begin to observe how people respond differently to the same event, and we begin to suspect that there is something more than what we considered as natural. Thus, the process of personality development begins. Let me tell you a story that illustrates what I have been talking about. Once, a group of former students, highly established in their careers, got together to meet their old university professor. They reached the professor's house, and their conversation soon turned into complaints about stress in work and life. The professor offered to serve coffee to them and went into the kitchen and returned with a large pot of coffee and variety of cups like porcelain, plastic, glass, crystal, etc. Some were plain looking and some are expensive. He told the guests to help themselves to the coffee. After everyone had a cup of coffee in his hand, the professor said, "If you have noticed, all the expensive cups have been taken up, leaving behind the plain and cheap ones. It is normal for you to want the best for yourselves. That is the source of your problems and stress. Be assured that the cup adds no quality to the coffee. What all of you really wanted was coffee and not the cup. Now consider this. Life is the coffee. Job, position, security and money in the society are the cups. They are just tools to hold life. The type of cup that we hold does not change, not define the quality of life we live. Sometimes by concentrating only on the cup, we fail to enjoy the coffee. The happiest people do not have the best of everything. They just make best of everything. The professor, of course, had driven home his point and set his old students to begin fresh ways of thinking. Therefore, to live purposeful lives, one should learn to take the responsibility to find the right answer to its problems and to fulfill the task that is constantly set for us. And this is the very essence of human existence. There are 4 basic temperament dimensions in human beings. First is emotionality, second is activity, third is impulsivity, and fourth one is sociability. The social environment reacted to these tendencies, influencing and shaping them in turn. Hundreds of young people today imprison themselves due to wrong self-image. This results in living a life of false adjustments and shallow ideas. The 4 temperaments mentioned above throw up their challenges and create a storm in minds of the youth. Until one learns to break through this falsehood and create a new world of strength, creativity and fulfillment, one cannot have peace and joy in life. Every person in society has different roles in different situations that an individual has to play. In every situation that the individual is playing a role, it is the self that decides and determines the role and not the environment. But to perform the role in a proper and dignified manner, there are certain codes of conduct and structure prescribed by the environment, which every person has to follow. We keep changing or made to change our roles in life. But when we change the roles, does our self too change? Not at all. The self remains unchanged throughout. The self or our deep-rooted idea of ourselves decides how we play the role in befitting manner. If a person is not playing his role effectively, it is because the self is not strong enough, not powerful enough, or not trained properly. If he or she is playing the role well, it means he or she has a strong inner self. At last, the message that personality development gives to a person is: be bold when you lose and be calm when you win. Heated gold becomes ornaments, beaten copper becomes wires, and depleted stone becomes statues. So the more pain you get in life, you become more valuable. There is no substitute to a strong mind. It is the strength born of truthfulness and purity which help one to make a difference in life. Just as mountains have valleys and peaks, life also has got its own share of ups and downs. It is Foolish to say that I would enjoy only the peaks and not the valleys. The wise and the strong look at the scenic beauty of both. When a person enjoys both success and failure, then he has a strong personality. His thoughts and actions inspire others also. What is said above is not everything about developing the personality. They are mere suggestions. We should keep looking at the lives and teachings of great men. Through their great lives and dynamic personalities, they have taught mankind not to adjust to a false life, but make all effort to change oneself. It is like making the legendary Bhagiratha Prayatna. The effort of King Bhagiratha, who is believed to have worked hard to bring the river Ganga from Himalayas to plains, a mighty endeavor. Therefore, personality development is learning to make tough choices. It is learning to affirm self-worth and not degrade it. Winston Churchill said, "This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." So, it is the time to decide and the time to act. Thank you for listening me. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell button for receiving notifications of future ones.